Transsexual women have, for example, a higher risk of suffering from some pathologies, are more likely to smoke and have dyslipidemia and diabetes, and have greater alcohol consumption, and they suffer more chronic stress due to social stigma. Hormonal therapy for the transition of sex-gender discordance produces metabolic changes in body composition and serum lipids, among others, increasing the risk of some pathologies, such as venous thromboembolism due to its prothrombotic state, overweight, metabolic syndrome, and even metabolic cardio, insulin resistance, cognitive disorders and suicide. In this sense, diet and exercise are a fundamental key element to take into account to reduce the risk of diseases and improve the health of this group.
However, overweight, obesity and its metabolic adversity syndrome due to chronic hormonal consumption are health conditions that affect transsexual people significantly. These conditions are related to an increased risk of suffering mainly from cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes and other serious health problems. It is important that transsexual women follow a balanced and healthy diet to reduce these risks and improve their quality of life. Thromboembolism, venous disorders and diseases, and endothelial dysfunction are additional complications that arise in a high percentage in transsexual women due to hormone therapy and other factors related to sex transition. It is essential that transsexual women receive adequate medical care, and follow a mandatory prophylaxis plan and individualized treatment to prevent these complications, and maintain their health in optimal conditions. I want to introduce myself. I am Dr. Miri Perez Brambila, so that you know me, a qualified doctor, specialist in somatic psychiatry and somatic medicine, dedicated to the study of transsexuality from 2010 to date, and I continue to change the future of transsexuality. I have more than 184 publications on different websites, on monographies.com, and some university and hospital medical journals. All my publications and topics on transsexuality are protected by more than 50 bibliographical references, medical journals and exhibitions, all solely related to transsexuality and congenitals with sexual malformations. The topic of today: metabolic risks in transsexual women.
Introduction. Adverse metabolic estrogen syndrome is a set of metabolic disorders associated with chronic exposure to hormones in transsexual women.
This syndrome has a significant impact on the biotype and metabolism of transsexual women, increasing the risk of chronic diseases. It is crucial to understand its implications to promote the health of transgender women. Pathophysiology. Chronic estrogen consumption may trigger insulin resistance, increased visceral fat, and endothelial dysfunction. These changes contribute to the development of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease and metabolic syndrome.
Clinical manifestations. Transsexual women with adverse metabolic estrogen syndrome may present central obesity, high triglycerides and cholesterol, hypertension, that is, a metabolic syndrome. Risk factors. Exposure to exogenous estrogens, such as oral contraceptives or hormone replacement therapy or injectable depoprogestins, increases the risk of developing metabolic syndrome. In addition, obesity and physical inactivity are risk factors.
Therapeutic approach. In summary, a comprehensive therapeutic approach to metabolic syndrome, including education on diet, exercise, and metabolic monitoring, is essential to improve clinical outcomes in transgender women who suffer from it. Clinical considerations. Early detection and proactive intervention are essential to reduce the burden of diseases related to this syndrome in the transsexual population. Clinical considerations. The metabolic syndrome also has social implications, since it can affect the quality of life and autonomy of transsexual women. It is essential to address this syndrome from a holistic perspective, which considers the impact on daily life, and promotes female empowerment.
Warning: the content of this work and its publication on YouTube is provided by Dr. Miri Perez Brambila, responsible and author, which is offered for your viewing, for education, information and mainly for guidance on everything related to transsexuality. To expand your information, Go to web pages, where there are different and multiple publications on the same topic, some the author and others that have been published without authorization or permission of the author, prefixing a false author name, which they offer it with profit. This presentation only contains images, graphics and videos, as well as free, copyright-free music themes, freely provided by Pixabay and FreePic, for presentation on YouTube, without any violation. Other images or graphics are original, with their statistical data prepared and provided by Dr. Manuel Perez Brambila. All my presentations do not contain any copyrighted images or video or music fragments. The name of the author and the page where it was freely downloaded, the name of the author is placed in the presentation.
Thank you and take care, you are important to me, see you soon.